calling him over, but Chen thought to himself, I don't know this guy or even care who he is, so Chen just blanked him and turned right back around and continued to wait in line for his breakfast. A few guys in the line started laughing at Daniel, saying, how you gonna make this Chinese woman disrespect you like that? Daniel stayed silent but was now in rage because he felt utterly disrespected by Chen and got extremely angry. Daniel said to himself, this woman just blanked me. How could this Chinese woman reject me and disrespect me like that in front of everyone in the queue? But he couldn't do anything here because there were people around, so he vowed to get revenge. After Chen got his breakfast, he walked right past Daniel without saying a word to him and headed back to his cell. While Daniel was still in the queue, he was hungry and wanted breakfast, but thought to himself, Chen is more important, because if he doesn't catch up to Chen now, it may be months before he sees her again. So he got out of the queue and headed in the same direction as Chen, following him back to his cell. Daniel finally caught up to Chen as he was running, but as Chen looked back, Daniel stopped running because he didn't want to come off too suspicious. But Chen now saw Daniel following him. Chen now started to feel very scared, so he started to run back to his cell, and that's when Daniel chased him. Chen finally got into his cell and tried to close the door, but he was too late as Daniel put his foot in the way to stop the cell door from closing. Daniel was much stronger than Chen, so he pushed the door open with all his strength, and Chen fell backwards onto the floor and hit his back really hard, and that's when Daniel's rage came out. He said, Bruce Lee, you have upset me. I really like you, but you disrespected me today at breakfast. Chen got off the floor while saying, I don't know you and I don't want any trouble, so please sir, could you just leave my cell? Daniel replied saying, I love you Bruce Lee, I want us to be friends. I want to hang out with you. Chen, feeling creeped out by Daniel saying he loves him, he replied to Daniel saying, I don't want any friends. I just want to be alone, so please could you just leave my cell? Daniel said, I will leave your cell after you give me some chan, and that's when he grabbed Chen and threw him on the bed. Chen was crying while saying to Daniel, please sir, can you just leave my cell? Chen was instantly scared while looking at Daniel's sinister look on his face as he walked over to try to clap Chen's cheeks. As Daniel got to the bed, he grabbed Chen's legs and ripped off his trousers and boxers until Chen had nothing on. He then jumped on Chen with the biggest smile on his face, saying, this is the moment I've been waiting for. This is the moment I've always wanted. I've always wanted a Chinese woman like you, Chen. Your skin is so soft, as he caressed Chen's hair and face. Daniel turned Chen over and pulled out his things, but that's when someone else came into the cell, and as Daniel turned around to see who it was, bang on his jaw. Remember the other guy who also arrived onto the wing? You know the guy called Earl? Well, that was him. Earl was walking past and saw what was happening, so he came to Chen's rescue. After the hit, Daniel was now asleep, knocked out cold, so Earl threw him out the cell. Earl was a big 400-pound guy with a huge belly. Earl looked at Chen as he was crying, saying he tried to, and that's when Daniel said, calm down little fella, everything is fine now. He won't be able to hurt you again. Chen wiped his tears and said, thank you, I truly am thankful for your help, and that's when Daniel said, no problem, but you will need to watch yourself or booty bandits like this guy will get you. Earl offered Chen a chance to move into his cell because his cellmate had left and he had a spare bunk. Chen replied, saying no because he likes his own space. Earl replied, okay, but this guy will try to take your cheeks at some point in the future and I might not be here to save you again. Earl noticed Chen had a chessboard and said, you play chess too? Chen replied, yes, I love the game. Chen said, I've never met anyone else in prison who likes to play, so we should play. I'll grab my things and move into the cell with you. Plus I need to be safe from guys like Daniel. Earl helped Chen with his things as they both walked out the cell together, both looking at Daniel as he was still on the floor, knocked out cold. Once Chen and Earl got into his cell, Earl slammed the door and changed from being a nice guy to having the most evil look on his face. Chen offered to play chess and Earl started laughing, saying, I don't even know how to play chess.